Sweet love, sweet love.
The humble Finessors on air with Abe and Dylan Sesco.
Sweet, sweet, sweet love.
How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the Finessors.
Sweet love. Sweet love.
Sesco is
sweet love.
not available right now. So
Better
I'm here
landscape
with,
when
Mr. Justin Chodba. Just two dudes being two guys, you know what I'm saying, trying to, work things out. I'm not the most technical dude. You might want to move that mic a little bit closer to your mouth so people can hear you. Yeah, I'm not the most technically savvy guy, so getting this thing in the works has been a little sketchy, but we're going now. We're up and running.
I wasn't able to get a haircut anyways, so
yeah,
I'm not mad off the
yeah. We bumped into some issues. This piece of shit HP kept crashing due to us trying to record video while doing this. I know Sco likes to maintain the YouTube,
He'd be disappointed.
channel. Oh, he's gonna be upset.
He's disappointed.
He's upset. But I called him. We worked some things out. He told me scratch the video, just get shit rolling, get this fucking episode out. So typically we say which episode we're on. So I'm gonna just browse through real quick. Oh, that's not it. Whoops. I'm just gonna browse through this. I think we're on episode 45, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. What is this? Yeah, this is episode 45. So
Nothing like preparation.
today's gonna be a special episode. We're going to do a lot of back and forth. This will be a Q&A for a person that wants to become a counterpart to the Humble Finessors, which I'm not sure he's cracked up for it, but who knows. First off, would you like to, tell us a little bit about yourself, Bird? Are you, you can't be camera shy now. The camera's not on, so,
Well, I'm a hammock enthusiast. I'm a bicycle rider, not a cyclist. Into martial arts. I'm a father. Yeah. What do I do for fun right now?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much to sum it all up, you're a 40-plus-year-old man who rides bikes, and you have a kid.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful. As long as we're not lying to each other.
Yes,
I hate for our listeners to be out there,
That's to be honest.
Yeah, you got to be honest.
Well, at this age, I stopped riding bicycles at about 16 years old when I got a driver's license.
Okay.
Figured out what women are.
All right.
Figured out what some tree was.
Sure.
The bicycle got sat outside in the rain. So,
right.
Picking it back up is actually nice. It feels good. It feels like you're a kid again. Got a good group of people that I ride with.
Cool.
Shout out to Calaveras Bike Club out of San Leandro, California. Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's nice.
It's a good time. It's a bunch of people that normally probably wouldn't know each other due to their demographics or just where they live, and everybody gets together and rides quite frequently. It's a good thing.
That's cool. Yeah, I've got to enjoy a ride with you and your crew.
That wasn't really a ride, but that was
well.
It was a session.
Hey,
it was,
you know what? It cost me a pair of Levi's. So, and I bring this up every single time I'm with this dude. He owes me a pair of fucking Levi's. If he doesn't ante up, there's gonna be an issue.
I just don't think you're gonna fit in my Levi's. These are big Levi's to fill.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but yeah. So we could easily just guide this into the whole Q&A I prepared for you.
Yeah.
There's a gate. There's a gatekeeper. I am him. He is I. Okay. So we're just gonna easily browse around and find out more deeper questions, things that I would like for you to answer. Genuinely. I wouldn't like you to lie. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to remember it if I lie. I can't do that.
Right. You're not. You're typically not the liar.
Yeah.
So I just want to, make that clear to you that we need honest feedback
I'm a
here.
connoisseur of exaggeration.
This is the Humble Finessors. We're humble dudes. Okay, and
I would never lie, but I would I'm known for a good exaggeration.
Okay, all right. Well. You're in the driver's seat now. We actually flip flopped. I'm in the seat that Sco usually sits in. You're in my seat right now.
I'm in the driver's seat. We're in London.
We're not, but that's great. Back to these questions. So I'm just going to start zipping them off. If that's okay with you?
Yes.
All right. Let me go ahead and look through these real quick and I got more than a few. So we're just going to start this one off with a more tasteful one. Okay. What's your ideal life consist of? What painting do you have in your mind when you think of your life?
Having a healthy son, socially, successfully, living on crypto, trading with crypto, just kind of doing what I want to do when I want to do it for how long I want to do it, without the means of anybody telling me I can and can't do anything.
So you don't want to work for the man?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I refuse to give my money for wars. That's been a big problem for me lately. I feel like the only way we have power with much is our spending habits and power. So if I try and not give too much to the man, then maybe I do something. Maybe it's just being stubborn.
Yeah, well, no, everyone has their lane. Everyone has their niche. You know what I'm saying? I, too, don't enjoy working for the man, but hey,
sometimes we have to.
Yeah.
This is a guy that recently had a construction job, so I'm not completely above it.
No.
Sometimes we have to bend our...
No, society embodies slaves in us all, so we're slaves to something. If it's not to
especially when
jobs,
you have children.
You have to provide.
You've got to do what you got to
families.
do.
Yeah.
Yes, and not just provide,
Yeah.
We try and do a little better job than just provide, but,
Sure. Yeah, definitely. All right, so good answer, by the way. That's you didn't score many brownie points, but you scored a few. All right.
That was a big,
moving along.
That was a big question.
Well, I mean, I wanted to start it off light. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get
Tasteful.
you. Yeah, I wanted to get you. I wanted to make sure I had your full undivided attention.
You did.
Okay. So here's one that's kind of off the beaten path. All right. If you were reincarnated, right, what would your spirit animal be? You're laughing.
Spirit animal.
This is serious.
We talk about these things a lot.
We do.
The group of people I seem to associate with are a bunch of psychonauts. We seem to end up being a spirit animal all the time. And these things can change. Sometimes,
they can.
Sometimes you just want to be a raccoon and be a trash panda. Sometimes you want
that's
sometimes you
that's valid.
Just not give a shit.
That's sometimes you want to be a hawk. You want to soar.
Yeah. I want to be an eagle.
Sure. Okay. So, but if we were talking,
I feel like a hamster.
Hamster.
You feel like a hamster a lot.
So you like burrowing.
You're stuck.
That's what you.
Just the wheel.
Okay. All right. That's
but what would I?
Different.
I would probably.
Aardvark.
I'm thinking maybe some type of flying animal. I mean, I am the bird.
You are the bird.
Yeah,
You are. Yeah.
I am the bird, so it have to be some type of flying animal.
Okay. Is that what you want to go with?
That's my answer. I'm sticking with.
All right, you were just docked points there. Let's move along.
Can I phone a friend?
You cannot. You cannot. That was actually another question on my list. Let's calm down real quick. Let's pull back a little bit. Okay. Now these are just one answer. Zingers here. Okay. I just need your quick answer. Okay. We don't need to go into detail. Tabasco, Tapatio. Tapatio
all day. All day. I can't stand that. I think it's that vinegar in Tabasco.
Okay.
My girl loves that. I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not really a Tabasco fan either.
God bless her. I always make sure she's got it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But for me, no.
Well, my better half is from south of the border, so of course it's going to be Tapatio. It would never be Tabasco.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another cocaine or Molly.
Depends.
You can only have one.
No.
You can only have one.
That sucks. I guess little blowski.
Polsky? All right.
Couple
All right.
bumpies.
At least we're getting your honest opinion. I'm hoping this livens up in a little bit. If you were to swap lives with anybody from any time, who would it be and why?
My grandfather, and he was born in 1904. So
Okay.
yeah, just some of the lifestyle back then just seemed something I would rather be in than this technological fueled society.
Okay.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong; it's always been a
I said
capitalistic
anyone.
society.
I said anyone.
You know,
Anyone.
yeah,
Anyone.
yeah. My grandfather did a lot of cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he
right.
rode some of the first Harleys, bare knuckle boxer,
Okay.
built homes, ran farms, family.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
Got to go with the family tree.
yeah, that was
All
the
right.
first thing that came to mind, to be honest.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Nice. Nice. Rock or R&B?
R&B.
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 Completely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind rock, but if I had to choose one forever, oh yeah.
So we're not talking Van Halen. We're not talking Aerosmith. You're Xing those out. You're keeping R&B.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even consider it.
Not even a question.
Not even a question.
Okay. You're winning your points back slowly but surely. Okay. That's great. If you had to be eaten alive, bear or shark?
Bear all day. I am Portuguese, but I swim like a rock.
Okay.
So I would already be so scared in the water in an ocean environment. I would rather be eaten in the forest.
Really?
Yes.
It might be a little bit more gruesome.
I don't know.
You may have a chance. Well, the question was
Because
if you
my
were
thing, if you're eating in the water, now you have to swim anywhere after.
Yeah.
See, on land, he can just leave you alone. Hopefully, you can ball up.
No, you're eaten alive, so you're dead.
You're dead.
Okay, you're not. There is no getting out of it. I was gonna say that. I was gonna be like, maybe you could be bit by a shark and maybe paddle away, but you're dead. That was the question.
You didn't make it. That's
Right.
the whole point.
Right. So bear,
Yeah, I'd say bear. Shorten the fear. Yeah.
grizzly, or panda. I'm just joking with you. I don't think pandas eat people, but
I'm sure if you look like a seal, it would.
maybe. I think they only fuck with bamboo, but who knows? What's your favorite guilty pleasure?
Smoking weed. That's my guilty pleasure. I switch from sweets to salt, so I don't really have too many guilty pleasures.
So rubbing one out, is it a guilty pleasure, Bird?
No.
Fuck off. You failed that question. Let's move along. And this one is gonna fucking dock you points or fucking raise you through the roof. If you were in porn, what would your on-screen name be?
Oh, that's Marcus Union.
Marcus
Union. Yeah. The what's that? Your middle name in the street you were raised on. That's easy. Marcus Union. And it's very fitting.
It is.
It's horribly fitting.
It is. I don't know if James Yarnell would work, but who knows?
How could you tell me?
I don't know.
I don't know if I could look at you as anything else but James Yarnell now.
That's
you.
It's fitting. It's fitting. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not something to shrug about, but you know what I'm saying?
I was actually telling a buddy the other day, I've known him for 20-something years, and he was like, "What's your middle name?" And I said, "Marcus." And he was like, I would have guessed that.
Neither would I.
Never would have.
Neither would I. That's why when you said Marcus Union,
yeah.
But Union, it's almost like you have a welding pipe and there's a union, so it's super fitting for porno, right? It's almost like the
union of
right
of whatever your mind could just.
It's
so
like
many unions.
It's like extending the piece. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking. You're winning, bro. You're winning. I didn't think you were going to win me over, but man, I think you've already got me sold. You still have to fucking work over Sco though.
With a name like Marcus Union, I think that would
yeah,
that's all that needs to be on the resume.
Yeah, that's pretty clear cut and dry. Here's another one. If you had one question you could ask the president, what would that be?
Did you buy your wife?
Whoa. That's low.
Well, because it just goes to everything that's going on right now. He seems to have such a problem with anything foreign, but yet seems like his wife is
purchased. Many are.
Yeah,
Many are.
And I don't have a problem with that.
No. But that's not the greatest question in the world to ask the president. I mean, I don't know.
I have no care to have a conversation with him. I wouldn't have anything in common to speak with him about. I wouldn't.
Okay. All right.
I dislike the guy so much. I wouldn't really want to have too much interaction with the gentleman.
I dig it. Okay.
Like debate? Oh, that'd be great. That would debate, that would be something different, but I'd have to, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else I got here. If there's any area in your life that you overachieve, what is it?
Being a father. Being a father.
Spot fucking on. When I wrote this question down, I knew that's your answer.
Being a father.
If it was anything else,
so hard on trying to be a good father. I can kick the dead horse a little bit.
Yeah, which is perfect.
I'd rather go too hard than not do much. Be the guy on the couch.
Sure.
Watching a Raider game or something. Yeah.
Right.
I'm involved.
Nice.
Very
nice.
So.
Yeah, I know you to be pretty involved in that. Let me see. There it goes. Okay, here's another. This is a serious one. If you were stranded on an island with nothing but a bong and one hit of bud, how long would you last?
How long would that
How long would you last?
How long would I last?
You last.
I was mentally, that one physically, hit in the bong wouldn't last long at all. The bong might last, but that one hit wouldn't last. Okay. I would be great. I'd be fine.
You'd be fine?
I'd be fine.
You tough it out?
I'd tough it out. Mentally, I guess that'd be the hardest part, but as far as like putting stuff together, I'm pretty good with my hands. Pretty MacGyver-ish.
Tom Hanks it?
Yeah, I'd figure it out.
Okay. Was that Castaway, right? You know what I mean? Tom Hanks.
I'd hope I'd have Wilson, though.
Wilson? So you've got to have Wilson.
If I didn't have that.
Oh, God, Wilson!
That's probably what kept him going for so long. If you think about it.
Yeah.
The stimuli, the mental. That's
he was talking to an imaginary ball with a bloody handprint.
That he had to keep redoing.
Yeah. Yeah, he kept dressing it up pretty well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a fucking classic movie, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything bad to say about Tom Hanks, but
you shouldn't travel with the guy.
No, of course not.
I probably wouldn't want to travel with Tom Hanks.
No,
I mean you could end up on a river or stranded in an island.
Yeah,
or you could be kidnapped by Somalian.
Right. I am the captain now. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Yeah. He's definitely, he plays his roles to the best of his ability. I wouldn't want to fit into his roles, but, let me see. There's a few more serious ones. If you had to eat the ass of a plus size B-list actress, who would it be? Plus size B list. B list. Sitcom. Think sitcom. Don't think the holy grail of movies.
Yeah,
you have to go B list. You have no idea?
I have no idea.
Do you want to come back to that one?
Yeah, we're gonna have to
come back to that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
put some thought into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
All right.
I've never thought of any B list. Plus size.
You got to eat the ass.
He said plus size as well.
The ass though. Eat. I'm just throwing it out there.
Like a lion, just
devour. No holds bar. No holds bar. Nose deep. You know what I mean?
Watching,
right? Just gourd yourself on asshole. I don't know if you're fit for it. We're playing footsie over here under the table. He keeps looking at me.
Is that your foot?
Dude, quit touching me, bro. What is this?
I was finding
comfort. What is this? You're my friend, but we're not.
Anchor.
Yeah, you're my friend, but we don't have to do all that.
B-list actress.
Here's another good one right here. I'm actually hijacking this from what's the dude's name? It was Brandon Schaub and
The Fighter and the Kid.
yeah, he's another comedian though. He's fucking hilarious. But whatever the case is, if somebody walked up to you, right, punched you dead in the face, gave you the sternest look, and said, "You know what that's for. You know what that's for." What would your immediate reaction be?
I would like to think before that person got into that position to do that.
You didn't see it coming.
Oh, I didn't see it
You
coming.
didn't see it coming. He came out of the woodworks. He fucking
Cold cocks from the side.
from not even from the side. He came into your line of sight, but as he came into your line of sight, you were catching the blow. Bang! And then he looked at you and said, "You know what you did, and you know what that's."
He would have had to explain. I don't think that explanation would have happened. I would like to think as soon as I got hit, I would do what I've got to do to take care
You would.
of myself.
There'd be no shock and awe.
No.
There'd not be a moment of shock and awe of, I just got hit in the face by a complete stranger.
Absolutely not.
I have no idea why he just punched me in the face.
I would like to think, and I'm not trying to sound like some badass, I could easily be the guy in the bottom, but I would like to think that if somebody cold cocked me, I would have done something. I would do something. Do something.
Could you have done something to had him do
On,
that?
and on that note, I've never stole somebody's girl. I've never stole from. I don't steal from people. I never. Yeah, I don't involve myself in any.
So him saying, "You know what
foolery
that's for."
with any tomfoolery. Yeah, so
You-
I would.
you'd have no
he'd have
idea.
me mistaken with somebody else.
Wow. I mean,
Don't get me wrong. I'm not above the law here.
No,
I could have
no.
cut
You've
you
done
off in traffic.
there's something you've done.
Yeah, I could have cut you off in traffic. I could have the minor stuff.
Yeah.
Minor.
I mean,
Yeah, but as
it wouldn't
far
be
as-
minor if someone was coming across your jaw. It would have been something that
Thank
was,
you.
you would have done something that was, distasteful.
Yeah, I don't dare
know.
for real people. I don't rub people out. I don't do people dirty.
Okay.
That's number one. You might have
right.
to deal with them again.
Well, I mean, hell, given the same circumstances I put myself in, I mean, I would definitely try to defend myself, but I would think in my head, damn, I deserved that. There's something I've done. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, there's something I've done that, would
And
foster.
on that note, yeah, because it could be from elementary. for
That's
all
what
we
I'm
know.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because I was an asshole in elementary.
Which leads me to my next question.
I was not the same guy I am now. So in that scenario, still, like I said, it would have to be. I'm not going to get punched and then wait for a reason.
Right.
We're fighting.
But with the scowl over his face, with the phallus of scowls, a drippy eye, almost a drippy eye. He's almost crying, but he tells you, "You know what that's for." What could it have been for, Bird?
Yeah, maybe being a bully in elementary.
You were a bully.
Yes. I could easily classify myself as a bully. Yes.
You weren't a hands-on bully. You were more of a.
Yeah.
You were a
little-
shove a kid in the locker bully.
Oh yeah. If
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we're breaking through.
Absolutely.
Now
I
we're
was
breaking through.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the group of buddies. When I was growing up, it seemed like there was hammers and nails,
Okay. All right.
and I hung out with the hammers.
Okay. All right. I can
Until you're the
understand that.
nail, I guess, or until you actually get a little glimpse, and that's not too nice.
Okay.
Don't want to act like that. But yeah, so I guess it would have to be from something as a child or something that
All right.
yeah, we're talking pre-18 here.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, there's something in your past that would harvest some emotion in someone too. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they got false information about
Maybe.
something.
Maybe.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe they were slapped in a barber shop one day and you know what I mean? It wasn't really needed. I got a couple more.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
A barbershop.
I have no idea
The
what
worst thing about it is I was on a bike ride.
Right.
a year and a half later.
Right.
And this cat rode up to me and was
Yeah.
like, hey, do you get cut? Shout out Kings of Cuts over in Hayward. Do you get cut?
Shout out.
Over in Hayward? And I'm like, yeah, I get cut over there. And he was like, you ever slap somebody or get in an altercation over there? And I'm like, thinking to myself, altercation? No, not really. And he was like, I could have swore I seen you slap the shit out of somebody. And I was like, oh my God. He was like, I was in the chair.
Maybe that's the dude who, and he looks at you in your eyes and says, you know what that's for. Maybe.
Well, I gave him ample opportunity to slap me back. That's why the slap happened and it wasn't a punch. I was hoping.
Yeah.
I was hoping, in fact.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways,
Yeah. What's one lesson that you've learned that you'll never forget?
Time. Time is our biggest commodity.
You don't get that back.
Yeah, you can't get that back. Once somebody's gone, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, death. Death has taught me that.
Yeah.
Time.
I usually tell people, friends, family members, you can have a lot of the, financially, to a certain extent, emotionally, I'll invest, you know what I'm saying? But I'm kind of a piece of shit when it comes to time. But you don't get that back. You know what I'm saying? So
no, that time is yesterday's gone.
Yeah, you gotta devote that to things that are on your plate right then and there.
And who's the greatest with time management? You
got to keep this mic up here.
I'm
I'm just hoping that this thing is actually recording. No, I know it. I'm just hoping that this thing is recording properly. And if you're leaned back, it might not be picking you up as well. And when Sco listens back to this and posts it, I just want it to be crispy. Time is definitely important. For your day, you don't, like you said, a day wasted is fucking. It's not very good.
It's also trying to, I guess, in my eyes, live in the moment somewhat. These are all not things that are easily achievable. It's a goal that's an everlasting process, I guess.
Right.
But to live in the moment and enjoy each frame of time by frame is pretty important. I managed to do that pretty well. I don't sit inside very often.
Right.
I don't care how cold it is. I'm always doing something.
You're out there venturing.
Doing something.
Yeah.
I'm close to 40 years old. I still weigh the same as I did in high school.
Yeah.
I'm very active. Very
nice.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It is. Well, that kind of wraps up our Q&A with Bird. I'm hoping, listeners out there got a better gist of what, he's all about. He slid by the eating ass with the B-list actress. I don't know why he did that, but that's fine. We're gonna let him live on that one.
I'm still trying to think of something. If I come up with something, I'm gonna return to that as well.
I mean, hell, Roseanne Barr,
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. I mean,
that's
she's not an actress though, right? She's a singer, isn't she?
Oh, you said B-list. Okay,
B-list actress.
I thought B-list celebrity. Okay,
yeah,
actress.
I mean, you can go B-list celebrity. Shoot him out. So Kelly Clarkson.
I just Kelly Clarkson.
Buried. Face buried.
Since you've been gone.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that wraps up our Q&A. I just wanted to, put some funny shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Break the ice a little bit with Bird as he fills in or, becomes a part and integrates with the Humble Finessors. Make sure he's not a stickler and he doesn't hold anything back.
Oh, never that. I'm not a big guy I'm not a guy that holds much back. Anyways, I'm an open book. You just have to ask.
Sure. I get that. No, I get that, but others may not. You know what I'm saying? So, what else has been going on with you, man? What else is the deal? What do you hope to take from joining this humble crew of two
Finessors?
Well,
yeah, it just sounds like a good platform to get your thoughts and ideas out, have a little fun.
Yeah.
Do a little something I haven't done before. I haven't really been in front of mics, cameras.
Right.
I got a little stage fright. Not really ever talked in front of groups of people, but I've always been very interested in it as well. You know, it's got a little fear you got to come over.
Yeah.
So on that note, I've always wanted to do something like this on my own as well. So when I heard such a good friend was doing something like this already, and you had offered for this, though, couldn't help it. Let's do it.
Yeah. No, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it really, you know, sometimes we expose ourselves, and I don't mean, you know, whip our dicks out, but we sometimes we expose ourselves in a way that's not, you know what I mean?
You can't please everybody.
Right. It's you know, but as I've said before to Sco and others, you know, this is the platform that, you know, we've created, and, you know, I'm not going to, you know, pull my punches. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to swing for the fences. I'm going to fucking.
That is one of the things that I kind of, I do agree with some of the things that have been going on as far as people saying that we're living in a very PC world, you know? You guys spoke on this
definitely
last week.
Yeah.
So I do agree on that topic, but I mean.
Yeah. No, it's, you know, there's different times and different settings for.
But this is the time. These are the things. If you don't like it, don't listen.
Right,
it's
but
that simple.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's also, I mean, this is a platform given to us, you know, that we can like I say, I express myself any way I fucking want. I don't have to fucking censor myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, certain things, you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely going to keep off. You know, keep from saying, you know, certain opinions, you know what I'm saying, that might ruffle some feathers, you know what I'm saying? I do have a sense of, you know what I'm saying, not wanting to hurt feelings, you know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, you know, if it's like a political stance, as everyone else knows, you know what I mean? Me and Sco don't really fucking hold back at all. But, yeah, no, it's this is good. It's good platform for the time being until maybe we can venture out and start doing some other things. Like, as I said, we couldn't get the video going, so this isn't going to be posted up on YouTube, which is unfortunate, but I can give a fuck.
We could ultimately post it just without the video anyways.
Yeah, actually, I think Sco did a couple episodes just like that. You know, while he's not here, this is you know what I mean? This isn't a group of two. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this is my fucking boat. I'm gonna rock it how I want.
Give me an oar.
I'm gonna rock it.
Give me a paddle.
You know what I mean? Look at me. I am the captain. I am the captain now. But no, this is it's all good. So just jotting off some fucking daily shit. We got the Warriors up 2-1 against Houston. They're dismantling them in Golden State, which is pretty much what was going to happen. I'd like to touch on what Sco said last week about LeBron giving up. The Cleveland Cavaliers versus Boston, they're now 2-2. I think you're wrong about that, Sco. I'm just going to shout that out there. Hope you listen to this before posting it, because if you post it first, you might be a little upset that I'm sitting here. I'm going to take a little time to rag on you. LeBron James is the greatest NBA player in history. But regardless of that, you know, we got a good series ahead of us tonight. You excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Should be a fucking thrill in
How
Manila.
about Livingston?
He's a monster. He's been a monster though. How many rings does he have under them? He has the 2 with them, right? He has 2 rings, I'm pretty sure.
He's a guy that wasn't even supposed to be here with all the injuries and.
Oh, he's had some graphic injuries.
Some stuff.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm not a basketball guru.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a bandwagon Warriors fan. I've always liked the Warriors because they're a Bay team.
Right.
But as far as my knowledge on each individual player and players in the league, I have no clue. I'm an MMA guy, but I did like his game and did a little research on him and saw that he had some injuries and
yeah. He was like one of the last players to be drafted out of high school.
Looking good.
You know what I mean? If you didn't know that, but he was. I'm not sure he was in the same class as LeBron, but he was after they cut off the fact that you have to do 2 years in college. He was drafted out of high school, so he's a monster, bro. He's a monster.
He was supposed to be that guy too.
Yeah, he actually kind of was, but he had.
Wasn't it a femur or something?
He snapped in half, dude.
Huge.
Yeah, it
something most people don't come back from.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's game, though. It should be a slobber knocker. I think Houston's kind of deflated now. I think James Harden isn't going to average the 40 points that he's going to need in order for them to win. I mean, Chris Paul is looking like an old man out there.
I'm not a Harden fan at all.
He's a monster, though. You can't deny this. You can't deny the skill.
Skills, absolutely. Yeah, the way he lulls people in and gets around people. Man, you've got, but that's one aspect of the game.
Right.
His defense is he could care less.
No, yeah,
he could care less.
Yeah.
And all that flop and foul, I can't stand all that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm a bend rule kind of guy.
Yeah.
I'm a sneak in if I could type of guy.
Yeah. No, everyone has their
I'm that
their lane.
guy, but I guess when it's getting done to your team is when you don't like it.
That's when you focus in the most. Yeah.
So I'll take that into account as well. But, man.
Yeah.
Man.
There was also something else that we briefly talked about this week that you wanted to bring up, the whole NCAA. I mean, college as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
And just like most big business, it's a complete scam.
Yeah. I mean,
pyramid. There's just a couple of people at the top eating.
Yeah,
it's.
But the players not getting paid, and if you enter a draft and go undrafted, you lose your scholarship. You can no longer play basketball for the college.
If you get injured while playing under a scholarship, you're very likely to lose that scholarship.
Right after the end of the year. Yeah, that's drastic. But that's it's fucking pretty harsh.
Think of the endorsements, because think of all the different.
That's old.
All the jerseys that say Nike or Adidas.
Oh, well, that's Rick Pitino.
And
Rick Pitino. I mean, what was he given? What was he given to the school? I think Rick Pitino was keeping 90% of the profits from Adidas. I think that was cutting the check to the institution for Louisville or whatever. And
how are these things legal,
dude? That's a coach of a fucking college team reaping 90% of the benefits. Which I could be blowing that up a little bit. I don't know if it was actually 90% he was keeping, but I'm pretty sure it was a small amount that was actually going to the school.
If your boss tomorrow, while you were on the job, gave you $1,000 to go get some tools, and you put $50 in your pocket, would that work?
That wouldn't work.
That probably wouldn't work.
Wouldn't work at all.
No.
Yeah.
Especially twice.
Right. No. He was doing that for years, though. I mean, I think his tenure with Louisville was over 20. So he was doing that for fucking years. You know what I'm saying?
The amount of money these schools are making it's sickening.
Yeah. Well, that's blue bloods. You know what I'm saying? These are institutions ran by, dare I say it, old white men, that don't really have, it's funny. I think I've said this on the podcast before too, is people always ask me, oh, do you watch, I'm big into football, baseball, this and that. And they're always like, oh, do you watch college? And I'm like, no, they don't pay those slaves. So I kind of see it as one of those.
Yeah. You're not going to enter, you're not going to give them a view.
Right.
It's not on TV.
It's not. I don't care if it's Final Four. I don't care if it's
that's where they're playing
championship.
Too. That's where they're playing. That's a sad part, because they're entertaining, high scoring.
Right. Not only are they getting
pass games.
Right. Not only are they getting paid that, but they're also getting paid for it being aired on fucking ESPN or it being aired on TBS or
the machine's
TNT.
Definitely making money.
Yeah.
Off the backs of people who can't receive a cent. I just saw this. I don't know how accurate it is. I just saw some statistics that say they're only allowed 20 hours of delegated time for their sport that they're playing for the college. And they showed some. I think it was a women's basketball. They'd done twice that in a weekend for a game. Right. Oh, travel doesn't count. Well, yeah. I mean, it was just appalling. Like, wait a second. These poor people.
Yeah, you couldn't. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you can't give them a monthly allowance of $3,000. Just saying. Just saying. Student living conditions is fucking dismal. These motherfuckers are out here really broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go and score 40 points for UCLA and then drive off in a Hyundai. All right, that's just that doesn't make any sense. You don't go and win a championship for Alabama. The young Tongan kid that came in the championship game. Did you watch that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I watched a little bit of it, but supposedly he came in. Their starting quarterback that started the season with them played up until the championship game. He's not a passing quarterback, so he was running around and trying to scramble, and pretty much Alabama was going to lose that game if they kept him in. So they put in a freshman kid, and he runs. He just went off. But my whole point is you can't have a 19-year-old freshman risking life and limb, mind, body, and soul, and not let him reap any of the fucking rewards. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But regardless of that, that's a long drawn out
meals and what do they get? Wardrobe, I think they get a small amount of clothes.
Yeah,
and
but they can't even. I think we did talk about this before. They can't
small amount of.
Yeah, they can't even be paid for autographs. If you walked up and they had to, or you know what, the school sends them on press days.
Yes,
and on those press days, this is during like playoffs and shit. They sign autographs, and those the college reaps those rewards. They don't even pocket that money. So, it's weird. It's weird.
As are not every, but most systems.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a setup.
Yes.
It's a setup.
Oh, the college is a setup. Very easy to get student loans. It's a loan you can't really get away from.
Right. Sally Mae wants her money.
And it's all private business if you think about it. It's beautiful.
And they come and knocking, though.
In the 8th grade, they do.
Right.
You gotta talk to your counselor.
Right.
Thinking about what you want to do.
Yeah. No, it's definitely weird. I'm not somebody who's a college graduate. I don't have any degrees.
Maybe that's why it's easier for us to say that. Huh?
No, you know what though? I don't bash college.
No.
I don't bash college for strictly the experience.
I absolutely.
I think
you watch movies and you're like, oh, I wish I would have done all that.
Right.
That sounds fun.
Well, I mean, from, fraternities, sororities, you know what I mean? Just pretty much being engaged with people that you wouldn't normally be engaged with. That's cool.
Yeah.
But the whole learning from some burnt out professor who really hates life. Yeah.
You could care less.
For all the way up from the institute that's just, not like, don't get me wrong. Some of the professors, I'm sure they do care. You know what I mean? About students' well-being and them leaving and being, living a fulfilled life and stuff like that. But I think going for the experience as far as the people you meet, you know what I mean? Just, like
living abroad, living away from your family, sometimes abroad.
It kind of trains you, kind of trains your mind.
You're not in the nest anymore.
Right.
On that note.
Right.
So there's a lot of definite beneficial aspects to leaving for the college experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that you'd like to bring up? Did you have anything else on your plate that you'd like to? I mean, I know that this is the first time, so this is kind of a rough start. You know what I mean? But
going on a huge reggae festival this weekend.
Where's that?
Monterey, Cali Roots.
Okay.
Big into reggae and
nice.
Gonna be going with my girl and another buddy, and it should be a good time.
They got a few headliners, right?
They got a lot of headliners out there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're into reggae, this is definitely
it's the cream of the crop, huh?
Cream of the crop.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys
May the spirits be flowing.
Yeah.
May the spirits be flowing.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are just gonna be out there
rock
and roll
this weekend. It might be a trash panda.
A trash panda?
Be a trash panda.
Who knows? Who knows? No, that's great.
Who knows?
That's great.
I can't call it.
No. Let me think. Is there anything else going on in the news lately? What else is going on in the news lately? There's definitely some shit out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking browse around a little bit, huh? Let's see. I mean, it's already a rough start, so we might as well just fucking go out here and fucking peek around a little bit. But are you getting mic fright right now? You're getting a little mic fright.
Did you hear about those two students at Yale? those two black students that had the cops called on them for being in their own dorms.
I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah.
I looked into it a little bit last night. It was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
A lot like the BBQ Becky.
Oh, yeah.
Very
She's
familiar.
Yeah.
Very familiar.
Yeah.
That's been something I've been researching lately. It's been very funny.
Yeah. I think, you know what I mean? Like, after those kind of videos and those people that call the police and stuff like that, that's like.
Could you imagine relying on the police?
Oh, yeah.
Having that false sense of security, first off, is very sad to me.
Right.
That these people feel like the police.
Right. But no, it's almost like a what is it? It's those type of racists, right? Which they wouldn't categorize themselves as racist,
Which is the worst.
It's almost mental instability. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not
Can't be all there.
right. They're not all there. They're
Ought to be an order of fries short of a Happy Meal.
right, for sure.
Can't
For
be
sure.
all there.
No. It's I watched the
But
video.
yeah, they're enough to be witty and smart and tactful because
Right.
BBQ Becky was tactful.
Sure.
She
Go ahead and
She looked like the Coast Guard.
yeah. Tell us a little bit more about what happened over at what was that? That was Lake Merritt, right?
See, I'm at Lake Merritt a lot.
Yeah, I know
we
that.
ride a lot of
Yeah.
the people. I'm with her around that area, so
Yeah.
I'm over at Lake Merritt probably 1 to 3 to 4 times a week riding
Right.
bicycles over there. It's a really nice spot. I really enjoy being over there. No problems. It's
After
good.
they kind of did a remodel.
It's a
used to
work
be-
in progress. Always,
Right.
always. It's very hipster now.
Yes, it is.
Very hipster.
Gentrification is a motherfucker.
It's happening.
Shout out Sco.
It's happening. But yeah, there was a couple of gentlemen that were trying to have a barbecue in a designated barbecue area. They were black. Two black men. A white woman was walking by and decided to tell them that they can't have a charcoal barbecue anywhere at Lake Merritt.
Okay.
Well,
She was wrong.
even personally, off topic, I'm at Lake Merritt all the time,
Right.
barbecuing charcoal wherever. I bring my little barbecue. I'll
Okay.
barbecue. We have a place called Hammock City out by the gazebo. We barbecue all over, whether
Right.
it's in parking lots or on right off the beaten path.
Sure.
And I've never, ever
Right.
had anybody say a word to me.
Right.
And this lady took it upon herself to call the police
Right.
on these two men
Right.
and wait for 2 hours, like she was still on the phone with them, for 2 hours waiting for these police. And in that 2 hours, she gathered a crowd, and next thing you know, some people came up, videoed a bunch of the whole altercation, and
Right.
somehow this BBQ Becky lady ended up taking the person that was videoing a card of some sort.
Right.
So in actuality, she had now stolen from the people that she was harassing for 2 hours,
Okay.
calls the police and acts like the victim.
Right. Sure. I
Doesn't
seen the
even-
video. She's
Oh,
crying.
Lord,
And,
it
yeah.
was,
Yeah. It was
it
pretty
was
bad.
laughable. I was laughing.
Yeah.
It was laughing. It was good entertainment.
That's Stanford professor. Or
I've also heard Stanford come out. I guess Stanford came out and said they don't know who she is.
Really?
Or she might have taken a class or two there, but
okay. I guess.
let's just say she was. Or
That's-
she wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of blasted all her information online. I'm
Well,
sure
it should be
she's
public record. As soon as you call the police and give your name and all that,
Right,
that's all
sure.
public record.
Sure,
Sorry
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
So,
So
mean-
you're supposed to be put out there and blasted. It's just supposed to happen
But
like
now
that.
the topic is being brought up of what about all the services and all. One of her main concerns that she said in the video that I found funny was she said that it takes too much city resources to pay for the legal ramifications of children hurting themselves on improperly disposed coals.
I remember her saying something to that extent.
How many of those situations has there been?
I'd like to say zero
I-
at Lake Merritt.
It's not far fetched.
Yeah, I think there
Did
were.
you step on a coal?
Weren't they actually children out there when they were barbecuing?
There's children there every day.
Every
all
day,
It's,
yeah.
the community. It's packed on a
Yeah.
daily basis.
Yeah.
You could be there in the rain and there's people there
Right.
walking, all sorts of walks of life. It's a wonderful place, and so
Yeah.
these people weren't bothering anybody. I think that the gentleman that was hosting the barbecue was a volunteer firefighter.
Okay. All right.
Or was with the fire community of some sorts. Some type of volunteer or something. It's just it's really funny.
That should have summed it up for her real quick anyway. But on the brighter side of that, people are now rallying behind the two men and
They had a huge barbecue out.
They're having blowouts. They're having 300 people packed blowouts due to this one lady harassing. Because this is the thing. This is my only thing. So, recently, we had someone else who was standing in line at some mall. I'm not sure. He was. It looked like a Panda Express line, and there were two Mexican women standing there, and they started speaking Spanish. And
this is that lawyer.
A lawyer, yeah.
A lawyer, nevertheless.
Yeah. White man. He has his he has his white man. He has the audacity to be upset with them because they start speaking Spanish. He demands for them to start speaking English, and they were speaking Spanish to one of the workers. So when the worker comes from behind, wherever he's serving the food, and he starts speaking to the man says, has the nerve and the audacity to say that he's going to call ICE, ICE, basically the immigration police, to come and handle these women because they're speaking Spanish and this is America and he pays for their welfare, so they don't have the right to not speak English.
They're clearly working at a job.
They're
on a job,
right? Well, the guy who came from behind, he was actually one of the workers. They were talking to him in Spanish, but they were talking to him in Spanish, and they were customers. They weren't working there. They were customers ordering their food, but because they asked him in Spanish, he felt it was his job. And this is what I mean with mental instability.
People are exactly.
This is like racism is a sickness. Okay, it's taught. You know what I mean? It's taught. But
anger,
yeah. But it's a sickness. It's something that needs to be addressed in every community. You know what I mean? People need to brace themselves for people to speak different languages and maybe wear a hijab, or I don't know, like have different religious backgrounds. You know what I mean? Like.
Does it say learn English on the Statue of Liberty? It says come as you are.
No.
Does it say
I do
must learn English?
I do know that.
I'm just saying, if I moved to a country, I would like to think I would try as best as I possibly could. I've met people that have been here for 30 years who cannot speak any English.
And that's fine.
Whatever their ethnicity is. It doesn't matter. And then you see people who have been here for 2 years who know so much it's impressive. So
sure.
I don't care either way.
Right.
But for me, it seems difficult because I've heard of the difficulties of not being able to speak English in this culture. They go miles away just to know that the language they speak is going to get spoke at that gas station or that grocery store.
I've heard of.
So that feels like a prison. But who am I?
Right.
If that's how they want to live here, by all means.
By all means. Yeah. No. It's.
Do you?
This is one of the topics like how we
people,
right.
What's your impact upon other people?
Yeah,
there really is not much.
Not much at all. No, it's more or less people, and like I said last week when me and Sco were talking about it,
but what would it bother you if somebody's speaking another language other than your insecurity of being in fear they're speaking about you?
Yeah, but again, that's like mental instability. They're just not. They're not
like
stable.
Narcissistic behavior. You're not that important.
You're not. Yeah.
You're just getting some orange chicken and
fried rice. Right. That
it has double on.
Yeah, it has nothing. It has less to do with you and more to do with what they have, what business they have being there. But this is one of the points about the culture in certain circumstances where I said people need to stop worrying about shit that doesn't involve them. If there's someone in front of you who you feel has offended you, there is a right way to go about it too if you feel offended. But also you have to understand what they eat don't make you shit. So it's easier to just let it go about your day.
For instance,
it's not a big deal.
You're in the fast lane. You're smashing 75.
Right.
Doing your thing. Next thing you know, somebody gets in the lane in front of you.
Right.
And they slow you down.
Sure.
Okay. So now you finally find a little area, little pocket.
Cool.
You get in front of them.
Yeah.
And you slow down.
Cool.
What? The whole point of that was that they were slowing you down. You know what I mean? And I see this on the road all the time.
Oh, yeah. Road rage is a big thing. Yeah.
I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's funny to me.
No, it
Wasn't that what bothered you in the get-go, was the fact that you were being slowed up?
Right.
Or is it an ego thing?
Right.
They've chose you.
Sure.
And they're challenging you.
Yeah.
It's funny to me.
No, it is weird. It's weird. It's also those people that are on
these egocentrical, higher than life, narcissistic people. It's just, it seems like they've been breeding and multiplying.
But they're everywhere in society.
Oh
and
my
You
God.
know, it is what it is. But
participation trophies. This is the product.
Yeah, no, it's getting a little ridiculous. But that's just the day and age we live in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I had a quarter for every time I was cut off, you know what I mean, in traffic, and I don't let shit like that bother me. Only for the certain point that the person that cut me off is going to get to their destination probably 3 seconds, maybe 8 seconds faster. If by all means,
who
that's
knows what's happened in their day to make them spacey, or
right,
they could have had sickness or
sure. They
or,
could be rushing to their sick child,
who
knows? But in the same sense, if I were to make that a big worry, you know what I mean, in my mind, then that just takes time out of my day.
Things going on in your life,
right?
That means.
Right. I got bigger fish to fry than be worried about being cut off by some fucking 60-year-old fucking geriatric motherfucker. Doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? He's going to die, pass on soon enough.
It is so funny. But how defensive are people who drive like that? Why do they
on the
cut
road?
up? Yeah, you get cut off and then you pull up to them at a light and they're mugging you.
Yeah. Because they're ready. They're ready.
Exactly. They're armed.
They have triggered. Yeah, it's
I
weird.
thought you were ignorant. Oh, you do know what you did.
Yeah. It's one of those things, but it is what it is. There's a lot of that shit going on right now. I think we've like I always tell fucking Sco, you know what I mean? I hate fucking beating a dead dog. It just keeps, you know what I mean? Like, but these constant, idiotic actions from other people that are, this is one thing about it too, though, and this is another fucking dead dog that I'm walloping, but with
just stomping.
I'm just stomping him. But with all of this being immediately uploaded to something that we view, you can't
do shit.
You can't do anything. You're on daytime television.
Have you seen what China's doing?
Who's China?
China is surveillancing. They can look into a crowd of hundreds of people and tell exactly how long each person's been there.
Right.
So if a person's been in that crowd for X amount of time, as let's say a big train station,
right,
he's probably up to no good.
And they have the face recognition.
Face recognition.
Yeah.
You could walk across the street if you're caught jaywalking.
Yeah.
They plaster your face and your driver's license all over the cameras on the streets and basically humiliate you.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but if I'm not mistaken, it's an American company that built that technology and sold it to China.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
It
wouldn't be surprising at all.
Yeah,
But we got facial recognitions on phones.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everybody wonders why I didn't want to get that. And I'm like, man, something just doesn't sound right about this.
Yeah.
They can tell every time you shave, oh, this is what it looks like.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway because you're not taping up your front camera, so they're getting your shit anyway. They're recording our conversations as we speak. We could be talking about something, and
you're wasting a lot of time watching me.
Right.
Watching me dab.
Sure.
Ride a bike.
Sure. Why not? Because dabbing is illegal. Bird. It's not the flower. So
Tree, basically.
it's not legal to dab these days. Supposedly. But right. But yeah, no.
Speaking of, what's your hiccup these days? Seems like you haven't been smoking very much.
I'm just, fuck, dude. Time.
Time.
We spoke about time.
Yes.
And
you are a guy that it seems to affect.
I just
if
don't.
We're sitting around.
Right. If I jump the gun, if I get off work and I go to immediately enjoying myself, then other things aren't enjoyed, i.e. my son. You know what I'm saying? The park.
See, a true asshole would have associated it like this. I'm going to be I'm going to be mellow.
Right.
Therefore, I'm going to be more patient.
Sure.
Therefore, it's going to be easier on everyone.
I'm sure there are times where I'm just saying. No, I'm sure there are times if I immediately went in to smoke and do whatever I did, maybe that would calm some kind of.
That's if you're an asshole, though.
But that would calm my day down a little bit. But no, like I like to pick my windows. My opportunity time when I can actually enjoy myself and sit back and enjoy the high rather than have that shit blown that fast because I have to go chase behind a kid or clean a shitty diaper.
They require a lot of.
Yeah, dude. It's hands on. It's fucking.
My son's 11.
Yeah.
It's crazy getting to that age though.
It is.
Now it's to the point where I've heard of friends of his that smoke at.
Wow.
11 years old. My son's 11. So he's got some friends that are 12.
How old were you when you started smoking?
Oh, I was 15, 16.
Okay.
I was kind of a late.
Yeah.
Comparative to now, it seems.
Sure.
At the time, it seemed kind of normal. You know?
But we weren't exposed to as much as what they're exposed to.
My parents smoked in front of me my whole life.
But that's kind of not really
so
the
maybe
same.
that's why there was never like a cookie jar aspect of it.
Sure.
If I wanted
it was
to
in
smoke,
your face.
I could go to the house and easily
peel
a little something nobody would know, you know.
No, they say that though. They say if you don't make it taboo to a child, then they don't really have the whole they want to do it. If you don't scold them and tell them it's wrong for them to do it, then they're not going to chase that. If you tell them if you choose to do this or you choose to do that and they're exposed to it, then
my dad wasn't shit. He wasn't shit for this. Listen to this. My brother and I, we'd be smoking outside at nighttime. And his whole philosophy was, I know you smoke.
Yeah.
Don't let me have to tax you. Because if I have to tax you, that means you didn't play the game properly.
Right.
I know you smoke. So if you leave the bong outside with the lighter and your little weed jar, I got to beat you. I got to smack you.
Right.
You're catching a hot one to the head. Heavy hand,
sure.
5'4",
all of it,
170 pounds of solid Portuguese, not fucking around.
100, you said 155?
0 to 100.
144 minus the mustache, because his dad had the chopper mustache. Let's not forget that.
Pops he was as wide as he was tall.
Right.
Not playing.
He wasn't playing.
It's a no-fly zone constantly.
Sure.
And I think he would like to find a reason to hit us. He really would.
Well,
it was like martial arts training. Here we go.
Yeah, well, he fished.
The point was, I get it now. As an adult,
right.
I get it. Okay, son, you're doing what you do. You're going to do what you do. I can't keep an eye on you 24 hours a day. But if you're going to be so lackadaisical and in the game's aspects,
right,
then I'm going to whoop you to show you how to play the game better. If not, just leave it all alone.
Sure. We were rudely interrupted. Broadcast was shut off for a second.
Infiltration.
Yeah, infiltration. We were infiltrated by the better half and the kid. But
the boss.
Yeah. I don't know about all that. But
I do know that. The fact that you haven't recognized it's maybe.
But yeah, okay. To sum up this dude's story. So his dad was a badass. He iron fisted it, and
he would us though for the bomb.
Yeah,
while smoking a joint.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I
while
hope
smoking a joint.
Did you guys soak that up?
Yes.
I'm sure you did.
Because he's like, see me, I earned this.
Right.
Put a bow on that light fixture. That's your present. I keep the lights on.
Right.
Put a bow on the door because it's unlocked.
Sure.
This is my shit. I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it in my house. In boxers, living room.
Yeah.
Hitting the bong. Smack the shit out of us for smoking.
That's how it goes, man. You fucking,
Great lessons.
There's always
great lessons.
There's always a great lesson behind a great teacher. But we're gonna have to wrap this up. Go ahead and follow Humble Finessors on Facebook, Instagram, Dylan Sesco. Subscribe, like, something or other tour, all the shit. Bird will probably be with us moving forward. We may tap in and give you guys another little special episode on Thursday. Bird will be gone. He's gonna be
physically and mentally. I'll be gone.
Yeah, he'll
by this Thursday.
He'll be at the festival enjoying his reggae rock and not that kind of rock either. But we'll be back with you guys shortly. Hope you guys enjoy this. You guys have a good week. And
thank you for having me. By the way, this was fun.
Oh no doubt. Anytime, player. We'll be working this out. Yeah, we'll be working this out. All right. Good shit.
Sweet love, sweet love.
The Humble Finessors on air with Ave and Dylan Sesco.
Sweet love.